This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangwu.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Darnay Holmes in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Brent, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Following the interception, Love. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back.
The Love wants to shift things around.
White. Blaster, 6. Ready?
To throw on second and 10. Love. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Hey, look at this Packers defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Yeah, they'll shift things around.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing. Love.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
First down 10 at the 37-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
And his kick here is good. And that will make it 6-0.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Cousins completes this to Addison out left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And now Love going to change things up.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready.
3rd and 19.
Hey, check mega. Steal. Check steal. Red, yellow. Hut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll run with the Wagyu. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Another run now for Nwangwu.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
They go play action. Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Cousins.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown.
A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play fake. Here's Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here we go, set.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, go steal.
Here's Love.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Packers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On the set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Opposite. Green. Hut, hut.
Love with a give to Dillon.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Love. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the option, Love will hang on to it.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Flush to his right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Smash. Smash. Ready. Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. The kick by Gold is good.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Throwing is Cousins.
Pass complete to Addison.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. But they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Cousins. He'll fire it deep for Rager. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Let's go now.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
Strike.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Dillon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Ultra. Blue striker.
Love now to pass on first down. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Faster, faster. Ready.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace packs.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Darnay Holmes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Chandler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way...
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down, Cousins.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Packers 3.
Let's go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Love.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. What's that?
To throw is Cousins.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Packers take over 1st down 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hey, go Fury. Black Ultra.
To throw now, here's Love. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Black shot.
Love now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Going back to Love.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And He's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 75.
And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
And the Vikings first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Wait. Hey, check mega. Steal, check steal. Blue.
Brown the motion man right.
Claw, 10. Hut.
Following the interception, Love. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Blaster, 6. Striker.
Here's Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Smack, red. Ready.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
Eat old blue. Ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Set, ready.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Set.
Love.
His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Dillon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
The kick by Gold is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game of 20 to 13. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Cousins here going to change the play. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
They'll go right back to the run group.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Third and 5. Now Chandler. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
Cousins here to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Not without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about